Have you ever been overwhelmed with too much stuff to do, too much work, and you don't seem to find time for family, for your hobbies, for working out, for the fun stuff in your life? So what's going on, my friends? My name is Vitaliy Dubinin, coming to you from this beautiful infinity pool in Burj Al Arab, catching the sunset here. And I want to give you a couple of tips of how to find the time for what truly is important in your life. You see, I love this metaphor that Stephen Covey used in his book, First Thing First. If you imagine a jar, and next to the jar, there's the big rocks, there's the small rocks, the little gravel, and the sand, and the water. If you try to put the little rocks and the sand and the water first into the jar, then the big rocks will never fit into the jar. Well, it's a metaphor. The big rocks is what is non-negotiable, what truly is important to you. And spending some time with your loved ones, with your spouse. Maybe it is going on a date night. Maybe it's time with your kids. Maybe it's time to work out. Maybe it's time to do some important work activity, but truly important, like shooting video or an important meetings. What is important? You schedule those first. You look at your monthly calendar and say, okay, I'm going to this event. It's important. I'm going to spend some time with my spouse, with my wife or my husband, and you put it in the calendar. This is our time. Okay, this is when I work out. And you put the time in the calendar and you schedule those first. And that's how you find the time. And then you fit all the rest of your business activities, the busy work, around those areas. Stephen Covey has this 4 quadrants. What is important and urgent? What is important but not urgent? What is not important and urgent, and not important and not urgent? So picture those 4 quadrants. Where do you spend your time? 60-70% of the time you should spend in what is important and not urgent. This is the zone of fulfillment. Okay, this is where you're doing your life work. This is you spending time with your family. This is where you read and meditate, and the rest of the quadrants, let's say urgent and important, yes, you can also spend some good time there. But what about not urgent and not important? This is the distractions. This is the Netflix. This is the scrolling on social media. It's not urgent. It's not really important. But a lot of people live there. A big chunk of their time in those areas, right? And of course, urgent and not important. This is again, distractions, phone calls that are not important, etc. So think about how do you spend your time and how can you put those important things into your calendar first, schedule them first, do the important stuff each day in the morning that you have to do, that is a needle mover in your business, and then you're gonna have the big rocks in your jar, and then the rest is gonna fall in its place. I hope you enjoy this video and you are going to implement those tips to get better productivity and also better fulfillment and happiness and the magic in your life when you make the time for what is truly, truly important. I'll see you in the next video.